I'm about to show you how to make biscotti my way. There's a lot of ways you could do it. You can do them with nuts, pistachios, dried fruits like as in cranberries, raisins, apricots. I'm just going to do it very plain and easy so you can just get a feel for it. So I'm going to start out with 2.5 cups of flour, as you can see right here. And as you can see, this is what I'm using. It's all-purpose flour. I got all these strange containers here with chocolate and sugar. With the sugar, we're going to do 2 1/4 cups here, 2/3. 2/3 cup of sugar. You can also do 1 cup. I just want to use a little less. So there's the sugar. And baking powder. Not a lot, just 1 teaspoon. Just mix it in. And then with the same spoon, if you like, just mix all this all together. Now you got your dry stuff here all mixed in. Flour, sugar, and baking powder. Now let's go for the wet stuff. I'm going to use a KitchenAid, and here is a little thing here for the KitchenAid. And you're going to crack 3 eggs. Sorry, my nose is kind of itchy from allergies. Always have paper towels on the side or a towel. Wipe your hands. I'm gonna make it with a little bit of it's called almond extract. Just a little tad in there. Teaspoon would be fine if you want to measure it. I do a little bit more for more flavor. This is vanilla from Costco. A tablespoon is fine. And just give it a quick mix just to break the egg yolks. And you put it in here, in the machine. And if you have one of these paddles right here, I used it earlier to make a batch. And hook it up. And let that mixture mix a little bit. While you're doing this, you're going to turn on your oven to 350 degrees. So while the oven is on, mixture's mixing up. Then you're going to heat it up a little bit. Slow down, and then you're going to add 1/2 cup of oil. Oil's right here. Just mixing. Then you're going to start adding the dry, a little all the time. We want to make sure this comes out nice and sticky. You don't want it to come out dry. If it's too dry, you can add a little bit of orange juice, or if you want milk, I add milk. That's my preference. There we go. So you can tell it's nice and mixing there. See how it's sticky? It's sticking to the pan right here. That's what you want. That's the consistency you want of the dough. There we go. We're done with that. Now we'll go back right over here. You want to get all this out of here. Some people like to mix it with their hands. On the previous video, I was mixing stuff with my hands. Tonight, I don't feel like getting all that dirty with it. But either way, you still have to grab it with your hands and get it all mixed up and get it ready to roll. Get it out of the way. Now you're going to get some flour like I have right here. Just put it a little bit over so it doesn't stick to the table or to the marble here. Spatula, very handy. It picks up everything really easy. Go. Your oven right now should be ready. Mine is because I just did a batch earlier. I have 2 kids, they couldn't wait. Made some almond cookies. And then another one for this right here. There we go. And you just want to roll it a little bit. Get a little bit of flour on it so it doesn't stick. Get the excess flour, put it away on the side here. Mix it a little bit like that with that little bit of flour. And make it a nice short roll right here. And of course, you're going to need a little bit more flour so because it's starting to stick. The whole thing is not to make it stick. I'm not doing a very good job at it. Okay, and you want to cut this in some either 3 or 4. I like to do 4 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll like to do, put them aside, of course, make sure they're covered in flour so they don't stick. We still want to keep that consistency of being moist. Wash the hands a little bit. If you're wondering what I'm wearing, I usually do this at night, so I'm wearing either my PJs or shorts. Of course, with my nutrition shop shirt. Buy a lot of my protein shakes there. So of course you're going to have a pan, or a pan for the baking pan with wax paper on it. Keep it close by. And you're going to try to put all 4 of them on here. As much as possible, trying not to let it stick. And roll it up by about 12 inches. Make sure you got enough space in between. Again, if it gets sticky, you need to have that flour on there. And what you're going to do is slightly get your hands with flour and press on it, make it a little flat. Or you can make them thick. I made another batch that came out a little on the thick side and then press it enough. I wanted them a little thicker, but usually you make them a little thin. It looks more presentable when you have them on the table. Now what you're going to do is put it in the oven and make sure you put it in the middle or top. Set your timer, 25 minutes. There you go. And let it bake. Now, I'm going to put the chocolate over here. You can tell you got to melt some chocolate. You got to put some chocolate on there. And you have that right over here and get it ready. Because I kind of prepare this ahead of time. So what you're going to do, these little suckers right here, like I said, I made them a little bit more round. And you're going to cut them in a nice tight angle. My wife hates it when I throw this away, so I'm going to put it aside. I'm not going to throw it away. And you're going to cut them on a nice angle all the way through. And that's how it's going to look. And you're going to put these on another pan, baking pan, and you're going to bake them for another 5-10 minutes until they're nice and crusty, which I'm going to show you that too. I'm going to put this away. It's nice to have these, so nice to cool down, and that's how you can make them this nice and brown, golden brown, or a little lighter. But if you like them crispy, you can leave it a little bit more in the oven. Have your wax paper ready, right here. Here's your chocolate that it's already melted. You grab your cookie here, your biscotti, dip it in there. See how that looks like, and then put it face down. So the chocolate will be nice and flat on there. Very simple. I'm going to have the recipe there on the description on the site there. Share these with your family and friends. It's a very simple recipe. People pay an arm and a leg for these cookies, and does not cost much to make them. Well, time consuming because you got to take the appropriate steps, and that's how they come out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be posting more. Thank you.